Tarmelmann, Part 1 of the bonus province in Forge of Empires. The last province of the early Middle Ages bonus quest, Tarmelmann, seems to be a real challenge for most players. General Celeas waits here for us with his army. If you only have units of the early Middle Ages, no rogues and no fighting bonus from great buildings, this province can be a real challenge. Some avoid it by postponing this until they have units from higher ages. Others just trade goods for the sectors. This video demonstrates that it is possible for everybody to succeed in these fights. The first 4 sectors are shown in this video, the last 4 sectors in the next video. Sector 1. We start with the upper left sector. The opponent seems to use Iron Age units, but these have a bonus of 75% on attack and defense. 30% are the average increase of each new age. This means that the opponent uses units with a strength of the High Middle Ages, while I only use units from the Early Middle Ages without a bonus. Nobody claims that this will be easy, but already the first sector will demonstrate that if you follow exactly the tips of this video, you will succeed. We face 3 heavy units, 3 light units and 2 fast units. I decide for heavy units to counter the opponent's light units. I also need light units to defeat the cavalry. Beside that, I want to take advantage of the flexibility and movement of the mounted archers. In the first round, I move forward, but I carefully pay attention to not get into the opponent's range, especially the cavalry. The light units and the heavy units have much better defense values. Due to this, I place them in front of the mounted archers. We already can hit the opponent once in this first round. In the second round, I keep my mounted archers in the background, using bonus fields rock and concentrate all my strength on the frontmost opponents. The opponent's cavalry are a task for my light units. The opponent's light units are best for my heavy units, if possible. Otherwise, I attack a cavalry. In round 3, the excellent movement of the mounted archers allows me to move them out of the range of the slow heavy units the opponent still has. Using bonus fields would be an advantage, but does not have priority. My attacks are concentrated on those units with a good movement to take advantage of having agile units against slow units in the end. Starting with round 4, it is a game my mounted archers play with the heavy units. I use rocks from outside of the opponent's range to deliver one hit after another. The light unit is no longer important. A suicide attack against a heavy unit will not make sense. In the end, I lost 5 units. Losing so many units makes clear how difficult this province is. But winning the first sector motivates me for all other sectors. Also, the questline makes progress after this first battle in the new province. Sector 2. The upper middle sector has 3 archers, 2 soldiers and 3 legionnaires. From my fights in the Iron Age, I still know very well how strong archers are. With their bonus of 75% on attack and defense, these archers are very serious opponents. One possibility to eliminate them before they can make damage are catapults. If I would succeed to kill them first, General Celeas then would no longer have a good counter to my heavy units. A good opportunity to use armored infantry. This leads me to use a team of 4 armored infantry plus 4 catapults. In the first round, the opponents are moving forward fast. I place the heavy units in front of the catapults to protect them using the bonus field's planes. I have no reason to move forward fast. Whenever possible, I use bonus field's hills for the catapults. A normal catapult hit plus a hit from a bonus field kills an archer. This reduces the number of archers to only 1 before they could hit my units. In the second round, the remaining archer succeeds to nearly destroy one of my catapults with only 1 hit. I again use my heavy units as a shield in front of the catapults and to attract the opponent's attention. I deliver hits if possible, but my primary goal is to defend the catapults to enable them to kill the last archer. General Celeas keeps one of his soldiers hidden in a forest, not trying to participate in the fight. This makes the fight a bit easier. Round 3 looks just the same. The heavy units attract the opponent's attention, the catapults make a little damage, and the single soldier still is making a picnic in a forest. In round 4, the catapults kill the last opponent in that forest. That soldier could have made that fight much more difficult by fighting early, but this would not have changed the result. I won this sector by losing only 1 heavy unit. I also make progress in the quest line. Sector 3. In the center-left sector, 5 archers and 3 legionnaires are waiting. The best early Middle Age counter against archers is heavy cavalry. In the previous sector, it helped to eliminate the archers before they can make damage. This leads me to a very strange team consisting of heavy cavalry and catapults. In round 1, my cavalry keeps outside of the archer's range. These only move forward a little bit, which is great for my plans. The catapults first target the frontmost archers. As I cannot place them on these hills, 2 hits are not enough to kill an archer. Bad luck, because I would have preferred to use the 3rd hit for a different target. This way, I only can kill 1 archer and injure another one. In round 2, the heavy cavalry can show what they can do. As the opponent is located in a region with many rocks, it is very difficult for the cavalry. Therefore, only one archer can be killed by the cavalry, but the catapult then kill all remaining archers. In round 3, the cavalry has a task to attract the legionnaires' attention, to give the catapults more time, which they urgently need, as they only make very little damage to the legionnaires. These 75% bonus have a significant effect. In round 4, it gets clear that the opponent is not willing to get distracted. Therefore, I let my cavalry attack them and the catapults complete the task. 4 lost units, 1 catapult and 3 heavy cavalry are in the range that we have to expect fighting against such a strong opponent. Sector 4. In the middle of the province are 2 ballistas and 6 legionnaires. I decide for mounted archers. I love this early Middle Ages unit because of their great movement abilities. Their bonus against heavy units also helps. And finally, the rock bonus fields on this map also help. Therefore, I have reason to start this fight optimistic. In the first round, my mounted archers have to stay outside of the legionnaires' range. Sometimes staying outside of their range does not mean that they are outside of my range and I can deliver a hit. But not receiving damage is more important than delivering damage in this first round. The opponent moved the legionnaires forward a little bit and 2 ballistas are damaged a bit. These ballistas then both hit one of my mounted archers. In the second round, I managed to destroy these ballistas, positioning my mounted archers at the border of the map so that the legionnaires cannot reach them. It might look frustrating to see how many hits are necessary to kill a single legionnaire. I let the legionnaires follow my mounted archers without letting them reach a single unit. In round 4, I still stay outside of the legionnaires' range. Again, avoiding damage is more important than delivering damage. The legionnaires already look a bit as if they didn't know where to go. They follow the mounted archers and never reach them. In the last rounds, I can use bonus fields, making my mounted archers a bit stronger. This speeds up the game a bit. I lost only one mounted archer, being happy that I now have completed 50% of this very difficult province. The last 4 sectors will be revealed in the next video, Tarmelmann Part 2.